I have worn many hats along my way to get to you today. I've been a son and a father, a husband and a partner, a coach and a player, a student and a teacher, a boss and a grunt, and a mentor and a mentee. At 51 years old, cannot believe it, I am 37 years removed from where you all are here today. Sitting on Founders Day, likely happy to be out of class, and probably thinking about what's for lunch. I know that's what I was thinking. As I reflect on my 5-minute task today, I try to put myself in your shoes and try to come up with what you would be thinking about. One of my goals is to leave you here with a few kernels from which you will hopefully remember my short talk. You are all at a wonderful point in your life. As teenagers and young adults, you are at a time of transition. These 4 to 7 years at Derryfield is where your personality will gel, where you'll develop good habits, and some bad, and where you'll begin to figure out who you are and what path you are likely to take. So we ask you students to take a moment and ask yourself this question. What is so special about Derryfield? With the benefit of hindsight and the experience of 3 children who have spent some time here, I can tell you that my answer is very simple. It's the teachers. I'm pretty sure that when you were all down here at Derryfield, you will look back and be able to pick out one teacher who made an indelible impression on you, who made you ask the questions you'd never asked before, and who pushed you into new areas, who mentored you in ways you didn't recognize at the time, and who made a significant impact on the path to who you will become. And thus, I'm proud to pay tribute to the man who answered that call, to Derryfield students for 50 years, Coach Dennis Holland. Coach Holland was that teacher and coach who made indelible imprints on students and players, who lives a life of giving much and taking little. I have been honored to help lead an effort to raise money for my fellow alum for the Dennis Holland Honorary Basketball Court. Along the way, I have reconnected with old friends, made some new ones, and we've reached out to 50 years of alum, all of whom have pitched in to raise more than $500,000, all to honor our coach, our mentor, and our teacher. Along the way, I've heard many stories which paint the picture of Dennis Holland. Class of '76, Bill Splodoni remembers Coach's disciplined approach, long on drills and fundamentals, short on freelancing and fooling around. He recalls the '73-'74 season when Coach made the move to turtlenecks and plaid pants and added the famous mutton chops for which he is known around the state. Classmate Buddy Pope acknowledges the life given in supporting students, athletes, and Derryfield. He gives much of his credit for his discipline and perseverance to the lessons learned from Dennis Holland. Class of '78, David Grosso, retired colonel from the Special Forces, recalls a tough but caring mentor. He has a vision of the coach with his hands on his hips, demanding each player meet the standard. He recalls the old Army saying, "To whom much is given, much is expected." Dennis embodies that spirit in the way he lives his life. Class of '77, Jim Hendricks, recalls Dennis didn't as much teach him math, but how to come at a problem from different angles. He often thinks of Dennis as he solves math-related problems at work and home, and asks, what greater skill could a teacher provide a student? Classmate of mine, Pat Ruddy, he's the older brother of Myrtle May Ruddy Faye, you can ask her about that, recalls teacher Dennis Holland stepping out of the classroom, slapping his loafer and yelling with his booming voice, "Hey Mac, what are you doing?" As frightened 7th graders skulked into the corners. For myself, class of '84, I have two indelible images of Coach Holland. The first was as a sophomore and newbie on the varsity team. Coach described the freedom and flexibility to express ourselves when he instructed us, you can buy whatever color basketball you want, as long as it's predominantly white. The last was when I was a senior, when I was playing in when I was the lone Derryfield representative in the 1984 schoolboy golf championship. We didn't have a golf team at the time. Coach Holland showed up as I teed off, proudly wearing his 1983 championship basketball jacket, as I recall, and was there when I finished. No one told him to go. He did it because he cared. He did it because that's what mentors do. They guide, show support, teach lessons, even when you're not looking. Fast forward to 10 years ago, I was now coaching my 3 kids travel basketball. I found myself wearing turtlenecks and loafers, booming instructions to the team, always respectful of the referees, and slapping my loafer down to get the players' attention. I didn't realize it, but at the time I was parroting my mentor, Dennis Holland. In closing, I hope I've shared some memories and anecdotes about the man who's made a life and career out of molding students and players into young men and young women. Hope you all benefit from the impact that Derryfield teachers can make on your lives, and hope that you too begin to recognize the lessons learned, as many of us did from Coach Holland, and take them forward in your journey in life. Thank you, Dennis.